protect our mind, protect our peace, protect our moods, and don't be deceived, don't be distracted. The time that we're in now, the time of deception, media deception, I think we have to establish rules for what gets our attention. We have to start asking when we receive information by way of any media, any news outlet. I think we're in the age of AI. While AI is not terrible, you can use it to your benefit, it can be deceptive, used to be deceptive. It can be dangerous. It can be used to manipulate. But even without AI, news itself has always been used to be manipulating. I think now social media has amplified the manipulation, right? Because nowadays, when you used to have to wait to get news through a newspaper, it was kind of controlled. You can kind of choose how you consume the information when it's given to you. But I think nowadays, everyone has social media. Not everyone is on it, I guess, but I think everyone has some form of social media. Even if you don't have social media, your smartphone sends information to your phone for you. Like, I have an iPhone. iPhone has Apple News. Alright, so whether you want to know information or not, it's usually going to get sent to your phone. It'll pop up in your notifications. It's like, you almost can't escape it, right? So I say we have to establish rules for what gets our attention. So we have to ask, is this information meant to educate? Is this information meant to distract? Is it meant to inspire? And I'm not saying everything has to be meant to educate and inspire. Sometimes, you need to get away from serious stuff and just enjoy comedic stuff. It's okay, right? So everything don't have to educate or inspire. But we got to be careful what we consume. And we also have to be careful not to consume everything because it's popular. Because it's popular doesn't mean it's not meant to distract you. A lot of things are meant to distract. Like me, myself, media manipulation, social media manipulation, I see it in this grand scope of things. I see it as this could possibly the downfall of humanity. I see it being used to drive a wedge between groups of people all the time, right? Suddenly this meme come across and it has millions and millions of views and thousands of comments. You go to the comments, people are just arguing back and forth, throwing racial slurs or just all kind of nasty information. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think all these memes are made by us. I think sometimes they just drop into social media just to cause an uproar of some sort. And once the uproar is caused, they continue to send that information over and over again to keep us distracted from what we should be focused on and what's going on out in this world. So I do think social media is definitely being used to manipulate easily. And then I think we got to be careful what we put on social media and the internet. Why? Because if we put something up there that can be divisive, social media is going to push that divisive message so hard because it creates negativity. It creates distraction. The social media platforms, it helps them engage for engagement. But I get tired of saying negative engagement. Engagement is engagement, but the negative engagement causes so much damage. Obviously, way more than positive engagement. So we have to be intentional about who gains access to our mind. right? I say we have to be intentional with who gains access to our mind. Think about it. If you leave the front door of your house open, right, and strangers come in and start rearranging your furniture, right, it's just like your mind. Like, if you leave the door open, if you don't protect it, if you don't establish rules for who can enter or what can enter, then they're going to go in there and change things around, alter your way of thinking, get you in an uproar, get you up into a panic. And that's really what mostly about social media and internet is all about. And social media is not negative. Internet is not negative all the time. It can be used for good, but we got to be careful of what we're consuming on these platforms, what we consume on this World Wide Web. Yeah. So that's just on my mind. Just looking at social media in general, that's just on my mind all the time. Like, we gotta be careful what we consume. And some people, you know, and then this AI stuff is hard to detect sometimes. So we gotta be careful with that as well. And I think a lot of people are gonna end up getting caught up with that AI stuff, because a lot of people can't really detect what's real and what's fake. And a lot of it has gotten pretty good, honestly. I think it's only going to get better and better and better. So we have to create these rules and guidelines for what we consume, how we consume it, how it affects us. Don't let it sit here and alter our moods. We have to stop being so quick to comment on everything, so quick to like everything. We have to be very careful. So quick to share everything. We have to be careful. We have to analyze the information. All right. You know, I'm a researcher myself. I used to have to do all these research papers and all this stuff. This is what I do. I love the research. But even I got caught up a couple of times before. I'm like, man, this mess not even real. This is fake as crap. But you live and you learn, right? But yeah, I say we just got to be careful out here. Definitely got to be careful. We got to establish rules to protect our mind, protect our peace, protect our moods, and don't be deceived. Don't be distracted.